Dot Zero.
This is Dot Zero. I like to go through old metal miniatures and just have fun reminiscing a little bit. Today, I thought we would specifically go through Minotaurs. I only have 5 of these for you today. I'm guessing most people don't have too many of these in their collection, maybe 1 or 2, but even 5 is quite a few actually. So let's just have a little bit of fun with this, and it'll be short and sweet today. So definitely a bull here. Horns. I just recently acquired this piece. It was part of a Monsters of Mythology box, if I recall correctly. Let's see. Almost thought we had too many knuckles here. We do, don't we? No. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's got too many fingers. Look at that. And he's got a thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4 on this hand. How'd I just... Oh, you know what? Maybe this is supposed to be the bottom of the axe. That's probably what it is. Looks like 5, doesn't it? Okay, the head looks a little bit too big probably for the body. We got cloven feet here. Axe that almost doesn't really make sense. Got a little bend in it here, but yeah, they were just trying to make it strong here with his tail. Let's flip this guy over and take a look at him from behind. Almost has kind of a demonic look with the big, strong shoulders and hunched over spine here. And again, that big, giant, monstrous tail, like a lion's tail almost, you know what I mean? What does it say? A Grenadier of 1983. And again, I just recently acquired this piece. How about let's move on to this? How about this one? It's probably the most iconic of what you would think a Minotaur being in a labyrinth. And, he's still a wild beast, so to say. In fact, this one even has, look at the ring in his nose, if you can see that up actually close here. Yeah, but half man, half beast, and got cloven hooves on this guy as well, but still a little bit of armor and stuff. Really cool axe, belt. I mean, almost just does kind of seem like a man that was turned into this creature. And of course, this beast, the Minotaur is supposed to reside in a labyrinth. Now, a labyrinth is one way in and one way out. It's not that you can choose to go left or right and that kind of thing. That's what a maze is. See, they don't live in the maze like a dungeon. They should live in a labyrinth, one way in, one way out. And then this is the same concept actually for cathedrals, is my understanding, that there was tile work, that there was, the kids could follow the tiles and it would lead you all around. No choices, just follow the path. And anyway, I'll wait for kids to be entertained if they went to church. I think I got that right, but anyway, that's my understanding. So we've got an armored up Minotaur here, probably not as realistic, because if this is a wild beast, how is it going to stay still so that you can build all this armor and cooter it, so to say? But still really cool, right? Imagine how difficult a fight that would be. The armor class would have to be extremely low for advanced Dungeons and Dragons. We've got an axe across the back here, cape here. I only played advanced. I never moved on from that, and that was plenty good enough for me. What do we got here? Let's flip this back over. So yeah, cloven hooves again. Imagine how slick this would be. With only 2 hooves, if you've ever been around cows very much, they have a hard time even with 4 hooves if it's very slick, like slick wood or something like that. You can imagine, here's the same thing, cloven hooves, not much to work with, not a lot of traction, so you would think that, especially look how much mass on this guy, huge guy, it'd be easy for them to slip and fall down. Got a really cool, like a club here, be enormous. In fact, let me give you a little comparison. Got a hobgoblin here, which is also a little big compared to a human, but just to give you a good comparison. So twice, human size, we got to be talking, 13 feet tall maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood. Kind of a Texas Longhorn kind of look here with bigger horns. Teeth, right? Cows don't actually have teeth on the top, if I remember correctly. This one's almost more like a horse kind of looking, with that longer face. Really neat ears back here. Muscled up, just hide, right? We don't have any armor on this one. Pretty scary looking. And a really cool mane here across the back. Okay, and then the last one I've got for you, a much bigger piece yet. This one's enormous, actually. In fact, I'm going to have to zoom my camera out just to make it fit into the screen. And just to give you an idea of, wow, I've still got to go even more, how big we're talking here. Again, here's that same hobgoblin for comparison. I mean, itty bitty, right? So imagine this guy, he's standing here. I mean, his height's basically barely up to waist high. So what do we got here? We've got even these horns have got to be 4 or 5 feet long. This axe has got to be 15 feet long, something like that. Huge hand holding this shield here. Canine teeth almost here. So again, bulls. I think bulls are the same as at least milk cows. I remember they didn't have teeth on the top. Cool necklace coming down the front. Now slightly different here that he's not going to have as much trouble with balance. Got sandals on humanoid feet, big feet actually, so much harder fight probably, even though he's got less armor. Oh, he's got a little armor right here. It looks like kind of a cup thing going on, or a helmet going over. Well, that kind of makes sense, right? If humanoids are about here, they're going to be whacking away at the grapes. Probably best to have a little armor over that area. All right, moving on. What do we got here? We got bracers up here of some kind, matching his boots, even across its tail. Nice long tail. That's pretty cool. Look how muscled up and huge this guy is. I can get back out of the way and let my camera zoom a little bit if it can. And it's just enormous horns. Look at the space here. I mean, I could pin you against the wall and actually not even do any damage because there's enough space to be safe in here. Look at that wicked cool axe too, like a giant executioner's axe. And then let's take a look at this shield. Looks like kind of like a sun kind of look. In fact, it almost is. Look, we got like a dot and a circle, like a circumpunct. In fact, I think this even is like half. Like this is eyelashes or eyelashes up here. So we've got like an Eye of Providence thing going on the shield. So kind of representing the sun or gold. Actually, that's really wicked cool now that I look close at it. Okay, so that was it. Just a short, quick video. Flip this around. How about we'll go back to this newest piece that I just got and start with it that came out of the Monsters and Mythology pack. Hope you enjoyed this video as we've reminisced a little bit on Minotaurs. And until next time, be safe.